Welcome to Celebrity Fight Club Podcast. I'm here with Bareknuckle fighter, boxer, MMA fighter, Travis the Animal Thompson. What's up, Travis?
My man, how you doing, Dave?
Good, good. And I got the one and only, he's 1-0 in celebrity boxing, fighting for the United States Celebrity Boxing Heavyweight title against Mike Davis Jr. on March 22nd. Mano Howel. What's up, Mano?
I'm great, Damon. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Nah, it's good to have you guys, honestly, man. You know, I'm going to get into Travis first because, you know, you're a fighter, a bare-knuckle fighter, and, you know, my brother's company, and you're like one of those guys that, and you did it all. Boxing, MMA, bare knuckle, and very nice, humble guy. Like, no people, they might know you're a fighter a little bit when they see you, but they don't understand. You hit them, you knock them the fuck
That's
out.
Right.
You know
That's what I do. That's what I do. You taught me well.
Yeah, well, we've known each other for about 20 years here, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you, starting out, you were always that tough guy. I remember calling you last minute. I called him about 5 hours before this fight because another guy pulled out. Yeah. And the other guy was a ticket seller. I needed him, and he knocked the guy out. It was crazy, man. He knocked him out. And it was like, no, that was crazy, man. Listen, Mano, when I started this shit,
right?
It was in a small bar. I just about fitted this ring in a bar. It was top five. Will Peel put it together in Overbrook, right?
Yep.
And it was last minute. The guy sold the place out. It was 200 people. He couldn't move. He comes in, hit him with an overhand right.
Let me cut you off real first. The funny part is, so Dave, I think, was doing the announcing. He goes,
was he?
Yeah, I thought he announced. He goes, Travis, the animal.
How big it is now.
And he goes, wait, what's your last name? I was like, dude, I like train with you all the time. Y'all know my last name? He was going to say Travis Kaufman.
Well, he's going to know you now.
Yeah.
And comes from that into selling out the Wells Fargo.
Right? That is crazy.
God is good, bro. God is good. I'm telling you.
Right.
It's all about the never quit, never surrender attitude to understand. I hate being in comfortable positions, man. Like, if I get too comfortable, because sometimes, like, I'm in a comfortable position right now. Thank God in life, everything. But I needed a what they call it, a life check, and I was like, man, I'm going to Miami. I'm going by myself. I don't want anybody to bother me. You know what I mean? I got to go. I got to be uncomfortable. I got to start getting in an uncomfortable position because when you're in comfortable positions, it's no big deal. But when you're uncomfortable, that's when you fight harder to try to get it. Right. You know,
it's fight or flight.
Absolutely, and Mano, man, I'm so excited for you, man. I know you for like 15, 20 years too, man. And I get a call from you, and you're like, Dane, what's up? Yo, man, I'm going to sell 500 tickets. I said, all right. I heard a million people say that. Yeah. So we on and on. So it was 2 weeks before, we ended up putting him on the card, and the guy did sell like 250 tickets. I was like, whoa, this guy can sell. And I was like, Mano, bro. Everybody came in the crowd, and when he fought, everybody left. I was like, wow, man, Mano really pulled it off. And I was so proud of the guy because he came in, fought a tough, gallant guy. And you showed some great skills, man. You got some jabs, right hands.
Yeah, man. I mean, all my life I was in fighting, but I never ever fought in the ring. And you get a chance to just do what you got to do. But now I'm training at King's Corner Boxing with Malik Harris, and he's just sharpening my stuff. My father was a boxer, so the basics. He always just taught us, jab, right hand, left hook, the basics. But, I'm just happy to be a part of it, man. Me being 50 years old, I'm not spring chicken, but I don't feel 50. I don't think
you're out to break Bernard Hopkins' record. We're going to do that, right?
Absolutely.
So what's your ultimate goal with celebrity boxing? Where would you want to go with this?
As far as it could take me, I would love to fight like a celebrity. I mean,
could be next.
Ultimately, I would love to fight. I think. I'm just going to throw it out there. But Jake Paul fought Tyson and all.
You're younger than Tyson.
Yeah,
so we got a couple more wins.
But and I'm not going to have if they have no limitations. I think I got a shot.
Listen,
we definitely got a shot.
Well, we make you go viral, something crazy, right? Yeah. And happens. Get 2 more wins. 2 more wins. You're perfect. You're perfect for Jake Paul. He's known.
That'd be great.
You got an undefeated record.
Undefeated. You know what I mean? Why not? And then I think I look better than him anyway. So I know. Yeah. Why not? I think I could definitely pull it off.
Nah, man, you're a guy that delivers, man. It's great to have you part of this. You had a lot of charisma to this, and talking about Travis also, man. Like the way you fought. Like what makes you? Because you fought so many different fights, like in different arts. What makes you get up every day to want to fight again?
Every day's the same thing. Here's the thing. It all happened when I was a kid. Okay, I was always treated like I was nobody. I was nothing. I'd never be nobody. I'd never be anything. Okay, that was something my dad always put into my head. So that's kind of tough. You get slapped around by the dad a little bit, you know. But if a guy that's in his 40s can't do nothing to me, what makes a kid my age think they can do something to me? It don't matter how big you are. You're not doing anything to me.
That's what I feel.
And I've always been that way. I've always been the animal.
Yeah.
I got that in high school from wrestling.
I was going to say, yeah.
So, I mean, I love proving people wrong. And the funny part is like, I am my biggest critic.
Yeah.
So whatever anyone says to me, I've already said it to myself. You're not going to say anything new. You can't get under my skin. I have to prove to myself that I'm a champ. And until I do that, that's my motivation.
Well, you are a champ. I'll be honest with you.
I get that.
No, but you are a champ because, listen, I was at the Wells Fargo Center.
It was cool.
You know, Dave, we sold the place out, right? Dude, the guy hits you in a punch. Oh, I knew Travis never should have fucking fought again, right? I even was like, oh, this guy, he's going to get knocked out.
No.
Right.
Travis comes back,
knocked out.
knocks this guy the fuck out. Dude.
He's out
You got
cold.
knocked out and came back up? That's what's up.
Dude, you were, when you got hit, I'm telling you how I
get it.
felt.
I
I'm
get it.
sitting there, I'm like, I was like,
You got to
I knew
understand.
I knew you should have retired, right?
Nah.
No,
yeah,
I'm saying that.
I know
But
what you're
you
saying.
ended up coming back and
Right.
knocking this guy the fuck out. So it
Again,
was
That's what it's
crazy.
about, bro.
The thing was there's almost 18,000 people there,
Oh, yeah,
okay? I'm always in everyone else's backyard. I've never fought home before, so
Yeah.
this is awesome. I mean, there was, like I said, there's almost 18,000 people, so there might have been 100 people there for him.
Sure.
Everyone else is cheering for me, yelling for me. I came out amped up.
Right,
like,
right.
amped. So honestly, the best thing that happened was him knocking me down right away because I got to calm down. I calmed down. I was like,
Set
all right, now
yourself
you're
right,
screwed.
yeah.
You're screwed now because now I'm
Right.
cool. Well, you guys don't realize I like getting hit. The worst thing you could do is hit me because now you just woke me up. Now it's go time. And when
Right,
it's
right.
go time, you're done.
Well, so tell everyone. One, you got hit. 'Cause you got hit with good right hand. You went down.
Yeah.
What were you feeling? I knew you were dazed a little.
No.
No?
No, not at
Do you
all.
think it woke you up?
It did.
Okay.
So if you actually watched, I was up before I even said two.
Okay.
I was already up. I was good. I was like, dude, I messed up. I screwed up.
Right.
I knew it.
Oh,
My
it was
feet-
a flash knockout.
My
It was.
feet weren't right. I jumped in. Okay, in bare knuckle, you don't have gloves, right?
Right, right.
So my hands are here. When I lunge in, what's wrong? My left hand's low. Okay, my
Punch you
hands
with
should be
a
up
right.
here. So he threw a good right. It was good, but I jumped into it. I knocked
sure.
myself down.
Right.
So I was like, all right, we're done with that crap. It ain't happening again. I get up. I was like, cool, go time.
Yeah.
I'm good to go.
Nah, I mean,
you ain't gonna hurt
listen,
me.
he knocked this guy out. But so
Out cold.
so tell everyone what the difference is, man. Like fighting with MMA and boxing gloves and
Yeah.
bare knuckle. What's the difference?
So the difference is that people don't realize, and I did the very first one in Wyoming. Okay, the
Right.
biggest difference is that like right here, like I'm not with the glove on, I'd be hitting that microphone.
Sure.
With the glove off, you ain't touching it.
Right.
So that little bit of difference, that's a half step. I mean, you boxed.
Yeah.
A half step is a big difference.
Huge.
So do you feel you get stunned more with the gloves or with a bare knuckle?
So here's the thing: most people can't throw 100%, so you're gonna get cut with bare knuckle.
Right.
Blood, if it bothers you, that could mess you up. It doesn't bother me. I could care less.
Yeah, it doesn't bother
You do get. I would think you would get stunned more with boxing gloves,
Right.
Because they're going to try to throw 100%.
Sure.
Okay, I can throw 100% with gloves on or off. I mean, look
Right.
at this.
All right.
down all day, every day.
Oh,
Don't
this guy,
bother.
you
It don't
gotta
bother.
watch. This guy might kill your head.
I know,
Might
right?
split your head up.
what you guys don't. I do like hard skating.
But you do tape. You got your tape, right? They
Yeah,
tape
but
them up.
they tape
Look at
it
this guy's
below your
fist,
knuckles.
man. You gotta-
Yeah,
you gotta
dude,
use these
you got to
guys.
realize
Look at these fists.
I'm a 135 pound.
Look at these fists.
135 pounds,
Look at
man.
these fists.
That's
yeah,
amazing.
That's 135, and all day, every day, I could do this. It don't bother
Yeah.
because you got to realize I do hardscaping, which is like walkways, patios,
Right.
and stuff.
Shit, yeah, hell
So
yeah.
use
You're in
a
route.
use a rubber mallet to hit them in. Well, guess what? I left my rubber mallet 10 feet away. I'm lazy. I ain't getting up and going getting that shit. I just punch the thing in, move on to the next.
But
one.
just tell everybody what's the difference, man.
The
tell them
difference
how tell them how vicious bare knuckle is compared to a boxing.
So the cool thing about bare knuckle is that it's a hockey fight without the skates.
Thank you.
So everyone loves
that's what I
that.
always
Everyone
say.
loves that.
Me
Everyone
and
loves
Dave the Hammer Schultz was talking about that. Yeah.
Everyone loves it. Why do you go to a hockey game? You don't give a shit who scores
right.
a goal. You're going to watch the fights.
You want to see who gets busted open first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what you're getting. You're getting that every single time, and you are hearing this.
Yeah.
You're hitting someone in the head. You're hitting
Right.
the body. You're going to hear that noise. People love that.
Yeah.
The biggest difference for me was the distance. It's the range. So not having that glove on, that half step was a big deal for me. Again, you can punch me, you can hit me with a baseball bat. I really don't care. It's not going to bother me. So hitting me don't hurt me.
Right,
all it does is wake me up, and now it's your turn. You're screwed. Yeah, I don't.
Well, let me ask you. I mean, this is crazy because you're a warrior without a doubt.
Appreciate that.
So, what got you in the boat? What made you want to do a fight?
Me personally, I just, I've been fighting a lot. I mean, like I've always fought. I was a picked on kid. Like, my mom's white, my dad's black, so I was always picked on up. And I had to try to prove what you know what I mean, how tough I was. I played football. I was a star athlete around my area. So why not? So when I had a chance to I always wanted to get in the ring anyway, just to see, because my dad was a boxer, and and he would always talk everything. And I saw my dad knock out a couple people.
That's awesome.
When I was crazy feel when you see your dad knock out. I saw that happen to me with my dad.
My dad didn't play. My dad did not play no games, and still doesn't. He's 78. He still ain't playing.
That's great.
But so I wanted to get in the ring and just, and sharpen my skills. And plus, I think, it's great fitness. You know what I mean? You are my feeling. So, it's a good sweat. And
what made you call me though? Did you see something? You're like,
this is exactly what I said. I went down to the September 28th fight when Sugar Shane Mosley there.
That was a good fight card.
I was like, oh my God, I can't. I said, man, hold on. I can beat half of these people. I know I can beat half of these people in here. Especially sharpen my trade, sharpen me up a little bit. And I said, man, hell, what? You know what? Check this off the bucket list. I'm gonna get Dane to go. And then
dude, you called me about 10 times. I was like. First, I haven't heard from him in a while. I was like, I wonder if he's drinking. Then I was like, is he all right? I don't know. Because this guy is a great guy, but he talks fast. And I was like, man, this guy, I think he's drunk. I don't know. Does he really does he understand what he's getting himself into?
Yeah.
I mean, you're getting in the ring, but you get punched in the fucking face.
And
a lot of people talk.
You said you're 50. I mean, that's the other thing going through. You're like, dude, you're not young. But that's awesome.
But he looks good, though.
He does.
He stayed a shit, but he came out looking good. So, Dad, you called me up. You wanted to do a fight.
Right.
You do it. You won. Now you're fighting for a regional title. And what's next for Mano Powell after this?
Mano Howell. This is exactly what Mano Howell's going to do. Howell's going to do is after I win this fight, I'm going to keep on doing it, Damon, as long as the wheels fall. Whoever do it as long as the wheels fall off. I mean, I'm going to try to, I'm going to defend it, and I'm going to keep on going. Why not? I mean,
remember who you're fighting now. Yeah, he's a gallant guy, man. He's been in it 12 years. He's been fighting. I mean. And, he won his last 2 fights. So, I mean, it's a very tough fight for you, I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, it's going to be a, it's not going to be a walk in the park, but, it's not going to be a walk in the park for him.
Right.
I'm going to tell you, I mean, I seen how he fought. I just don't see it's going to be, he can't, he's
but
not going to be able to win. But
you accepted a fight with a very experienced guy here.
Yeah,
that's what I'm like.
Exactly.
Man,
So, I mean, and that's how I know, that's how confident I am, Dame. I'm gonna beat Mike. I'm gonna beat Mike significantly too. It's it's not gonna be I just don't want to think him like he said at the press conference. The first one he said, that you count that first win as a win. That's nothing. You know what I mean? You're old. You know what I mean? And I look like Albie Shore and Christopher Williams.
Albie's my guy.
Those guys sing.
Albie's one of those.
Those guys sing. I'm not a singer, man. You know what I mean? But on the 22nd, I'll be ready. I'm training Malik Scott, doing very, very good things. And
Malik Harris
from King's Corner.
Malik Scott. You said Malik Scott. It's funny you said that because he's a real trainer.
Who was that? Malik
Scott.
Oh no, I'm not Scott. Malik Harris is my trainer.
Yeah, but you just said Malik Scott.
No, did I?
Yeah, by accident. But but it's funny you said it because Malik is a real trainer and a former fighter. I know. You know what I mean? That's crazy. But you two guys, also, it's really important to understand that not only you guys are fighting. It's great to get that 15 minutes, but hype. There's no feeling walking to the ring. Nobody understands. Everybody wants to do it until they get it.
Until they do it.
One thing about people, they don't understand. Like, how many messages I get? Oh, I want to fight. Okay, I'll knock this guy. Dude, you're not knocking anybody the fuck out. Especially when somebody says, I'm going to knock someone out. I know you're not knocking someone out.
Yeah.
So just stop, be a humble guy and say you want to fight. Because once you start overdoing it, then you get knocked out. You
Don't
get a dumb
say that.
motherfucker. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I get what you're saying.
I'm sorry
but
my language, but
I get exactly what you're saying, but you better believe that's all I say. I always tell people what's going to happen. I said it before the Wells Fargo. I said it's going to take 2 rounds. Will not last more than 2 rounds. I'm knocking a guy out. One person's getting knocked out, and it won't be me. And that's how I am.
Without a doubt, man. You know, it's also good about you two guys. You're great fathers. You know what I mean? Like,
I
you're
appreciate
showing your kids' lives,
that.
trying to help them out, and that's a big thing for me. You know what I mean? Because
you're a good father too, Daniel.
Yeah, absolutely.
I appreciate it, man. You know, like, but when you hit the brick walls and you raised up with crazy stuff like your dad, my dad, I loved the guy, man. He was tough. You know,
but that's also what made you who you are, and it also made me. So I wouldn't change the way I was raised.
Mine either.
I wouldn't change it at all. It disappointing, but that also made me who I am.
No, without
just
a doubt,
like you.
Sometimes I feel I start yelling at my son. I'm like, the fuck am I yelling?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. What am I, an asshole?
I do the same thing. Yep.
Dude, I should be smacked in the face.
Right.
Like, I love the guy. You know what I mean? Me and my daughter fight. Like, she's she's like a little me. She she tells it how it is. And
my daughter's
she puts me in my place. Yep. You know what I mean? It's like crazy. But my son is my guy. You know what I mean? Like,
he's quiet and humble too.
Yeah, nice guy.
He's very good.
And he's such a nice kid, man. The guy just got accepted to a trade school, man. I'm just so proud of this guy. But you guys are great fathers, and it's just great to have you on here, man. You know,
appreciate
like, honestly,
that,
like, I didn't know about. I always played around podcast stuff, but this is like a way to really tell your story. Then the clips come out, you put it all over social media. It's really good because it helps people, because you don't know who's our motivation right here. You don't know who's sitting there watching a little company. Like, damn, this guy helped me today, man. I feel good. You know what I mean? So.
Turn
really
someone else onto it too.
Yeah.
You know, doing a celebrity boxing or bare knuckle, whatever.
So, somebody's story is always good to hear. You know, I think about, you know, that's why some things that you always do, you know, you're sort of embarrassed to say. But those things that you're embarrassed to say, if you're going through something, you grow through it. You know what I mean? And I think that, you know what I mean, and somebody needs to hear that. So I mean, that for me, that's why. You know, I'm an open book. You know, I mean, everybody pretty much knows me around the Montgomery County surrounding area, and they know how. You know what I mean? That's why it was so many people that came to the. You know what I mean? I was able to sell those tickets.
You got to do your real homecoming in maybe Valley Forge Casino or something.
Oh, that would be great. Valley Forge is my home.
That's where that's my home too. I mean, I used to run to Valley Forge from my house.
That's great.
From where my father
lives. You said your dad's in King
of Prussia. My dad's right on Trooper Road. Right on Trooper Road. There, run over the bridge, and I'm right there in 20, maybe less than 20-minute run.
That's awesome.
That's awesome, man. Well, I'm really excited to have you guys on. I'm really proud of you. You have a big fight coming up. I wish you the best, Travis.
Appreciate
the Animal
it,
Thompson.
Thank you.
And Mano, Howel, your big fight coming up March 22nd.
Right on.
United States title. And you guys want to say anything else?
Yeah, I just first of all, I just want to, you know, give honor to God. Thanks for the opportunity. And Damon, you know, always, you know, just a stand-up guy, man. Since I've known you, you know, I picked up, it was a mutual friend of ours, and he had me pick up Sugar Ray Leonard Jr. And Marvin Hagler Jr. and took him to the press conference down the city. And like I drove, and that was 16 years ago.
Wow.
And I look at that picture on my phone all the time, and to see, bro, how much work and sweat and equity that you put into this shit, and then it really came. So I just want to give you kudos on that, brother.
Absolutely.
I mean, that really is that shows, like, you know what I mean. That's longevity, man, and it inspires me. And the people out there, like, you know what I mean. Don't ever quit. Quitting is not an option, no matter what it is. I mean, you know. And you don't know what can happen.
Exactly.
The day that you try to quit is the day that the next day is the day that when the breakthrough comes. So you just gotta hold on.
You're absolutely.
You gotta just hold on strong. That's all.
It's funny you say that, because it's so true. Because no matter you might, you know, get turned down 500 times or 499 times.
That's it.
That 500 time is like,
the one you
let's
get through
it. And they're the ones that did it. And I've already been there with different things. Like, always, like, man, hoping that I get that one break, but it was the wrong person.
Right.
This guy, wrong person. But again, you got to keep going.
Yeah.
And listen, man, you have to go through literally blood, sweat, and tears to really make it. If you didn't go through that, you really didn't make it in life. Honestly, people are handed things, like, you know, all due respect, people are rich, their kids, and they just take care of their kids.
You give them,
that's great, but if you're not letting your kids fight for it, it's not going to.
You got to earn it.
That's why I get myself comfortable. I'm like, damn, I'm taking care of everything with my kids on that. I'm like, damn, I got to let them fight, man. I mean, how they can know how to live on their own? Exactly. You know what I mean? So I hear what you're saying, though. But both of you is awesome. Travis the Animal Thompson.
Thanks a lot.
Mano Howel. Celebrity Fight Club podcast. Let's go.
All
That's
right.
awesome.
Thanks for having
Thanks a lot,
us.
you guys. Thanks for having us on. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.